Well, hi guys, thank you so much for joining us. Well, since leaving Spain just over 4 months ago, we've covered 6,000 k's. We've dipped into Italy, Greece, northern Turkey, and we're currently in Georgia. We've been here for 6 weeks. We're really enjoying it. We've had some incredible wild camping, and in this video we share a little bit of that great Georgian hospitality, but also our thinking about where we go from here. Can we get into Azerbaijan?
Perfect, look at that view.
Yeah. Well, yet again, we've had some incredible Georgian hospitality.
This has been our welcome.
And we just got here and the guy was like, oh, you got to go and see this and see that. Didn't speak a word of English. We don't speak Georgian. Again, through Translate. And he was so keen, right? No, you have to have this bottle of wine. So, I mean, he just brought over this bottle of wine and we broke out the glasses and we've had a little glass and he just would not take any money.
He drank his like Ribena.
He drank his just in one go.
It just disappeared.
He just wouldn't take any money.
But it's not bad, homemade.
So yeah, that's really good. So
cheers.
yeah, bit of afternoon drinking yet again. Well, we couldn't come to Georgia and not come to Tbilisi. We're just north of the city at the moment in Meskheta. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The whole area is absolutely stunning. We're really enjoying it. We've dropped the scooter and we're just going exploring. Well, we have a storm. Well, you must be able to hear that because we've got this crazy storm just come out of nowhere. It wasn't forecast, and well, we've got hailstones. So we're definitely not getting any sleep tonight. Well, not until this passes. Well, that was a really crazy storm last night. We didn't really get much sleep, but that's where it goes sometimes. So here we are yet again, filling up. So I've just got a bit of pipe work here, another diff of fitting into a smaller bit of pipe work and another little fix. And we're just coming out of the toilets. Into the truck. Well, in the end, we spent a week in Tbilisi. The weather wasn't brilliant the whole time, so we managed to get some work done as well. But we loved the city, and the surrounding area was just beautiful. Well, if it's wild camping you're after, then come to Georgia, because it's just superb. Everywhere we go, there's just an opportunity to park up in a gorgeous location and stop for a day, a week. Nobody blinks an eyelid. And even today, we pulled up beside this old monastery which is behind me, and within 30 seconds there was a couple of men having lunch, bottles of wine on the table, food. They said, come over, have some food, have a drink. And it's just been so humbling. Everywhere we go, people want to give us food and drink, and the Georgians have just been so hospitable. And we've sort of driven on today to this little spot, and you know, I think we're pretty certain no one's going to pull up beside us, and if they did, there's plenty of space. But it's just a pleasure, and we're really loving Georgia right now. Spring has really kicked in, the place is really lush, and we know that, you know, there's no issue parking here. No one's going to come at, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning and tell us to move on. They're just really accommodating, and they're just live and let live, and it's a real pleasure. Well, I'm having a really good sniff around the truck this morning. So we just wanted to share our thinking with you. We found out a couple of days ago that the Azerbaijan border that was due to open on the 1st of May hasn't opened. It's been postponed until the 1st of July at the earliest, and even then it might slip to the right. So we're sort of thinking, what do we do? You know, what's plan B? So we're thinking about going into Armenia. We are very conscious that the weather in Turkey is going to get roasting hot over the summer. It's going to get hot here, but not as hot as Turkey. So we really, you know, we'd like to get into Azerbaijan. We think if there's a chance that we can get into Azerbaijan in July, then we're sort of keen to hang around.
But we've already spent longer in Georgia than we thought we would. We thought we'd be here for a month, and we've been here for 5 weeks now, and there's still loads of things that we want to do. So we've sort of got a bit of a dilemma, really. We either need to stay in Georgia for the whole summer and hope that the border with Azerbaijan opens. But to be honest, if it doesn't, there's enough here to keep us occupied. Or we hightail it to Turkey now, and back to our original plan, which was always that we'd be out of Turkey by the end of June, to avoid the worst of the weather. We've no air conditioning in the body of the truck, and it's already quite warm at night. So yeah, we have this real sort of dilemma on our hands. We can't quite decide what to do.
It's quite a nice dilemma, but one of the things, what's happened is we've maybe got to Georgia a little bit too early. I mean, they have really heavy winters in Georgia. They got big mountains, you know, 4,000 and 5,000 meters, and the snow tends to sort of hang around for a long time. And because it is so mountainous, you know, at the moment it's May, they have typical spring weather. We've had some great weather, but we've had some really hideous weather. But a lot of the places where we want to get to are in the high mountains, and the window to get in there and explore is only about 4 months. So it's sort of the very end of May, beginning of June, and you've got a four-month window in which to get there. There's still snow in the mountains, so it's very accessible because there's lots of 4x4 tours and there's lots happening. So they have a really small season in which to explore. So, and we still feel that, you know, there's lots of national parks, and you know, every time we do a bit of research, we're like, oh wow,
something else pops up that we want to go and see. So I think the likelihood is we probably will spend the summer here, but we also have to be aware that if you have a vehicle in Georgia for more than 90 days, you have to import it into the country temporarily. So we have to sort that out. It may be that we can go to Armenia and break our time here, and then start that 90 days afresh when we come back into the country, which would see us through until probably towards the end of August, when we would head into Turkey and do all the things that we thought we might do earlier in the year. So
you can stay here for up to a year without a visa, which is incredible. So it's just that thing with the vehicle. So we're happy to go and see Armenia and explore. I really want to get into Azerbaijan, probably more than you. But again, in Azerbaijan in July is going to be roasting hot. So we've got that. What do we do? Do we just grin and bear the weather?
It's easy to say that when it's actually not that warm outside today.
Yeah.
But we have had a couple of quite hot nights. So I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so it's we keep pondering. We've been sort of talking about this for the last couple of days, and even beforehand, we're like, what happens if the border doesn't open? And let's wait until let's see what happens. So
yeah,
it's kind of where we're at. Well, morning all. Well, this has been our little park up for the last day or two. We've got some typical spring weather yet again, and we've got this great river, and just 9 miles up the river is the Russian border. But we're in the middle of nowhere here, just how we like it. Okay, so is it just testing out the integrity of the bridge? How is it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's see. Oh yeah, looks all right.
Go with it, Ken.
So here we are. This is just typical in Georgia. You go out for a walk, go out for a bit of shopping, and all the stray dogs, even the 3-legged ones, just follow you. They just like come for a little walk. They just want a bit of a social. All right, pups. So they've just walked down the street with us, and they'll walk for miles. Well, we're just walking through this little village at the moment, and it's gorgeous, and everywhere we look left and right we've got vines coming out. The fig trees are doing well, and it's lovely.
Is Shaggy Dog coming all the way over this then, do you think?
Yeah, maybe. There he goes. Well, just to say a big thank you for sticking with us.
And watching till the end.
Well done.
We've got 3 requests for you. The first one is to give us a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that.
If you haven't already, please subscribe.
And click the bell for notifications. Cheers.
Cheers.